術式順天青
Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome to Maximum Output Training. Welcome to Lower Body Hypertrophy Day. And we are changing things up just a little bit after about 9-ish weeks of doing Hatfield squats, which was fine and dandy, but I kind of just wanted to change things up just for the sake of just changing things up. Because Hatfield squats were getting a little pissy on my low back, and I wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on some quads. So we are going back to super basics, and we are switching out Hatfield squats for high bar squats. And we're just lowering the weight quite a bit, and we're going to hammer out some reps in terms of for volume. I can speak words. So we are starting off with 135 for sets of 15 today, because last week I did 12, and we're just going to slowly do incremental weight jumps because my shoulder's still pissed off. It gets a little wonky underneath high bar squats or barbell squats in general, and it gets really pissed off when I do low bar squats, because I decided to test out low bar position for seated good mornings, which I do on Mondays for my lower body strength day. And my shoulder's still a little wonky. So the high bar puts a little bit less stress than low bar, and the SSB puts no stress because the handles are out in front. And I should be using the SSB a little bit more, but I just want to change things up, and I want to see if I can do some barbell squats still. So let's do this. High bar squats, sets 15, 135, super fucking light, but we're just hammering out reps and trying to keep with good form and technique. And I do have my squat shoes on with the heels to really emphasize a little bit more quads, and a little bit by having a little bit more knee traveling forward more, and I can get in the hole a little bit. So we're gonna have some fun and see if I can build some quads. Whew. Whew. Holy shit, that felt pretty good. I should probably up the weight a little bit. I'll probably save that for next week. Jump to maybe 145, 155, and just slowly increase weight from there. But yeah, that felt pretty good. 15 felt pretty easy, but second week back into training, getting in the swing of things for barbell back squats, especially high bar. So pretty much, this probably looks like I'm sandbagging my training, but I do my best not to. Also failing, going into complete failure. No thanks. So I'm gonna rest a little bit. I got a couple more sets, and I'll see you for the next exercise. High bar squats done. Sets of 15 felt really good. Felt pretty easy, to be honest. I think I should have just upped the weight, but I'm trying to be more cautious of the intensity and load that I put on for weights and such like that. So I don't overshoot it, but it is what it is kind of thing. I'm trying to go for more reps, quality of reps, and then busting, thinking about volume later on. So that felt pretty good. Now we on to stiff leg deadlifts at 265 pounds for sets of 10 this week. Last week we did 8. So let's see if we can continue building the stiff leg deadlift, and hopefully that transfers over to my conventional deadlift. So yeah, let's do this. 8, 9. Woo! That felt pretty good. My belt is a little tight. Definitely gained some body fat. I'm in that range between where it's a little too tight, but it's also super loose when I tighten my belt. So that's fucking annoying. Ooh, head rush. Yeah, I got a couple more sets. Felt pretty good. Luckily, I don't go all the way to the ground, depending on who the coach is kind of thing. Because I know if I go all the way to the ground, my back starts to round and it gets super fucking pissed off. So just going just below the kneecap, feeling my hamstrings and my low back in a good way. Not like it's gonna fucking explode. Feels pretty good. So I gotta rest, let this head rush go away, and I'll catch you for the next exercise. Last exercise of the video. So we just finished stiff leg deadlifts, 265 for sets of 10. That went really well. I started to get a little bit tired towards the end there, but it is 10 reps at 265, so it's bound to happen. Then we followed it up with some reverse lunges, elevated reverse lunges, and I kind of went into the first set with 2 dumbbells thinking it was going to be okay, but I just feel like I'm using too much of my back leg to help and support me. So I either have to drop the weight significantly to do 2 dumbbells at the same time, or do it one dumbbell at a time, which I did do for sets 2 and 3. And that felt a lot better because I could really focus on the isolation of my quads and glutes. So going forward, I might just do like a single arm, 1 dumbbell reverse lunge from now on, like I did with split squats on Monday, I believe I started, or last Monday, one of the 2, where I like held onto something and then did the split squat with dumbbell, and I just felt like my whole glute just like fucking fire. It was like, because I wasn't focusing on the weight or the balancing act, even though my balance is fine with split squats and reverse lunges, but it feels like I'm using too much back leg in my reverse lunge, and in my split squat, my back was actually getting fatigued, maybe because I was too hunched over or something. But yeah, we'll probably start doing 1 dumbbell at a time and just go from there. So yeah, last and final exercise of the video, getting back to it, is Nordic curls, my MacGyvered version of Nordic curls, because I don't have a true Nordic curl machine. So we kind of just like wedge our feet into the squat rack here. And then since I'm not strong enough with body weight in this contraption anyways, I think I would be okay with a regular Nordic curl or a glute ham raise and do the proper exercise that way. So we're using a mini band or a slightly strong strength band. I don't know what the tension is at the top or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's probably the lightest band I can have. And we are doing these for sets of 7 because I had 2 of these before and I don't have anything like lighter than 2 bands, or besides this one that's a little bit heavier, which can help me out at the bottom. But we're just going to fire these out and see if I can do 7 reps, because I had 2 of these and I did 25 reps and I didn't really feel my hamstrings a whole lot. I was more tired than anything. So yeah, we're gonna do sets of 7, body weight with 1 mini band. 5. 6. 7. Okay, that felt pretty good. As you kind of saw, if you can kind of see, I try to reach my hips and my torso out and push them a little bit more, so I'm not kind of hunched over, trying to make the lift a little bit easier. I'm trying to like expand my body and reach my my crotch and my chest to the floor, doing kind of like a slight pause, and then trying to use my hamstrings to pull myself up. Fucking ridiculous exercise, but it's so good for the hamstrings. I don't have a glute ham raise or a Nordic curl machine. If I did, I would be using that, and I don't have a lying or seated leg curl. So yeah, that's all I can do for now, but feeling pretty good. I got a couple more sets of these. Then I have abs to do, and then that's the workout. So comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want some online coaching, there's some stuff in the description below, and we can book a free fitness consultation for 20 minutes, and hopefully I can help you on your fitness journey today. If you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, it's at MaximumOutput_training, and you can try to chat with me there. And I upload 2 to 3 times a day, every day, hopefully helping you guys through the BS of fitness and see if I can give you some value to help you on your fitness journey today. So I'll catch you guys next week for another training vlog. Not too sure what it's going to be yet, but until then, enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace!